Today's clues are coming from the video, How the Bene Gesserit Got Their Power, Dune Prophecy on Max. Rarely do I ever watch TV or movies. I don't own a TV. I've watched about 5 movies maybe since 2019. All of the clips that I see are ones that randomly speak to me or show up on my phone, and I watch them. I watch them once while recording them, and then I go back over the recording and record every message that I got while watching. Because behind everything in front of you is your subconscious.
Dune Prophecy is the origin tale of the sisterhood that becomes the Bene Gesserit. After the Great Machine Wars, Raquel established the sisterhood to guide humanity down a certain path.
I find it interesting that it's the sisterhood. I don't know if you're going to be connecting with women specifically, or if this is like a coming together of the feminine energy, which exists in all of us, but I feel like the feminine power is rising up. That is it. I just remembered that I said that in the tarot reading I did earlier today. Now this is going to be how it rises up.
In our series, we go behind the veil of the sisterhood and its power in the Imperium.
First, you are going to see behind the veil, and you're going to be guiding humanity down a certain path.
We land into this story where there's been a prophecy.
This is the prophecy.
There's something coming that threatens everybody.
There is something coming that threatens humanity. I don't know what it is just yet. It is always inevitable that something comes and poses a threat. The reason why is because you always cross a threshold before you come into a certain power. You must cross the threshold of fear. And so whatever scares you, that is what you will face.
The sisterhood must be strengthened. Use every tool.
From the sisterhood's perspective, Valia is trying to figure out how we're going to protect against the downfall of everything.
You wish to serve the great houses and shape the flow of power. You must first exert power over yourself.
So the first thing that you need to do is you need to exert power over yourself.
The sisterhood train in special skills and powers. There's Prana Bindu, truth saying, other memory, and the voice. We have to go through some physical training, Prana Bindu, to help us learn the path of fights, but also in order to have complete control over our body down to a molecular level.
So you're going to train your body. You're going to train yourself to fight. You're going to train every single molecule in your body to have control over it. This means that you may put pressure or extreme conditions on your body to be able to build it up. Resistance causes growth. It causes evolution. Because you are exercising such self-discipline and power and control over your body, you're going to develop special skills and abilities that people have never had before.
Lying is among the most sophisticated tasks a brain can perform.
In truth saying, the sisters are trained to read somebody's heartbeat, their skin, their eyes, and see whether they're telling the truth.
You're going to be able to read people and see what is truth and what is lie. You're going to see signs everywhere. You're going to be able to see. You're going to be able to communicate. You're going to be able to see. You're going to be able to read underneath everything, including people. You can see, you can read, you can hear.
Truth, it has a very controlling effect on the political framework.
In the Machine Wars, Raquel got poisoned and she figured out a way to transmute the poison.
The reason why it is so important that you have complete control over every molecule of your body is because there is going to be poisons. There's going to be poisons in the food, in the water, in the land, and poisons in the air. And you have to be able to know how to transmute those poisons into strength. Also viruses. I even see there could be bacteria and molds. You have to be able to transmute those poisons into medicines. The other thing I'm getting from this, toxic things that people say, you have to be able to transmute that into something different. You have to see underneath it. You have to see what they're really saying when they say that. You have to see what they're communicating to you behind their words, behind their actions. What are they communicating to you? There is an underlying message to you. You're like a secret agent getting a message underneath what that person is showing. They have a covering over them. If you know how to transmute the poison into medicine, it's going to help you. It's going to cause your powers to increase.
She unlocked other memory where you can access your ancestors' knowledge.
Somewhere between the traditional idea of the underworld, it's also a kind of living parallel universe where there is still a power play going on.
And then there's The Voice, brought to the Sisterhood by Valia Harkonnen.
Don't do this! Dartan! Face me!
The audience is seeing in real time the discovery of this ability that was born from this place of survival and pure emotion.
The Voice is a turning point within the Sisterhood. It makes us the most dangerous people in the universe.
There's going to be a turning point to do with your voice. In my video that I just did about the caves and the mines, I talked about how when Billy Corgan stopped playing his guitar, it made that sound.
There's such a cheap guitar that every time I'd stop playing, it would make that whistle. And so when we wrote the song, we wrote in these parts that would stop. And so the whistle became part of the song because every time I'd stop, it would whistle.
That sound is important.
There's a war hidden in plain sight.
I run a school for young women. You're not a threat to anyone.
We both know that is not true.
That's the political dark arts. We manipulate people, we imprint on people, we make huge, life-changing moments in people's lives.
The Sisterhood decides who would marry into what family. The whole intent is to make sure that there is a sister on the throne.
We are all just pieces on the board to be played in the pursuit of power.
We are working towards peace throughout the universe. And in the name of peace, we will do terrible, terrible things. Sacrifices must be made. Sisterhood above all.
You're going to have an incredible power. You discover some kind of power in your voice.